Green. Look at that.
You got a recording, Thomas?
Yes.
All right, we can call the safety meeting to order. All members here, Alderman Vice Mayor Messing, Alderman Carson, Alderman Carson. We need to get an approval for the agenda.
I motion to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, do we have any citizens' comments? Citizens?
We don't have any citizens.
Citizens. Okay, approval of the minutes.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, I guess we'll start with departments, and that'd be codes first. Miss Brittany, you're up.
So for departmental review, I provided you all with the July monthly report. It includes building permits issued, total inspections performed by the building inspector, some property maintenance complaints, number of illegal signs pulled, citations issued, stormwater site inspections, notices of violation, and then it also includes fees collected. Our building permits issued went down this month, as well as fees collected. It's kind of, it goes hand in hand. But I do look for that to increase for the month of August.
Wow.
Hmm?
Why did you look for that increase?
So that's actually, that number went down, so I'm guessing that all of the permits pulled the last few months are kind of closing out. With those houses being complete, we'll probably pull on new permits. The cycle will start over.
17 violation letters, is that a pretty busy month?
Yeah, actually it is. It's kind of becoming pretty common, so I've kind of asked my property maintenance guy, Troy, I've asked him to really increase his number of violations issued and citations issued. I think one of our last court dates, even the judge said he had more citations than he's ever seen from him before, so that's what I want to hear.
Okay.
So do we condemn those properties under that new?
I'm working on that. So there's actually 3 properties that are going to be the guinea pigs for that
Okay.
new ordinance that's passed. One of which I think we're having issue, 2 of which we're actually having issues with as far as somebody staying in the residences. So it might be a little bit of a challenge, but so we're gonna, like I said, we have 3 properties that I am gonna work on that with. Troy's on vacation this week, so bear with me on that. We'll go from there. Employee safety review, the next page that I provided you all is the safety reports. I did present these at the department head meeting last week. The table on the left is a comparison for the first 6 months of 2024 versus the first 6 months of 2025. Similar to the report I provided to you all last month, it does have a decrease in accidents for the whole first half of the year of 6. At the last meeting, we discussed the significant increase of slips, trips, and falls at the rec center. I went back through those reports, and I'm going to say over 90% of those were public, and it was simply for reporting purposes. Not very many of them were actual medical injuries or anything. So the recreation employees are doing their best to stay safe. It is the public that are doing a lot of the slips, trips, and falls. So I'm not sure how, but we need to make the public aware that they need to try to be more cautious of their surroundings and such while they're at the recreation center.
Just making a thing of it, just making a talking point of it.
Yeah.
I mean, you said a 15% decrease. That's something.
Yeah.
You know, that's something, and a lot of it comes from just making people aware of it.
Yeah, so just a little bit of public education.
Yep.
Okay. And then the table to the right lists, I think you all had this one last month as well, but we put it on there again. The column to the left is all of the accidents for 2024, and the column to the right is all of the accidents to date for 2025. So hopefully, for the rest of 2025, we can stay below 46 and still have a significant decrease in accident reports for the year as a whole. Employee safety combined with departmental review, I am going to try to get some employee badges for my department. My employees all do very different things, and we don't have like a set uniform like police and fire do really. So I want to get them some badges because I've got, employees that are wandering around construction sites and going to strangers' properties and things like that. So I do want them to have some badges with significant credentials on them, stating who they are and who they work for and things like that. So that's something I'm going to work toward in the next month. We also discussed last month of doing interdepartmental safety audits. I think the mayor had discussed wanting me to do one for the rec center while the pool is open. So I do have that scheduled for this week actually. Aside from that, I have nothing new to report.
Good job, Brittany. Thank you.
Very good.
I'll get this to Erica tomorrow.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
See that far again.
Good evening. It's for the month of July. We issued 28 burn permits during the month. We had a total of 57 responses, which was about 17 or 18 below the previous July. We had responded to 6 motor vehicle accidents, one of which was in the county, out there on I-24. We responded to 3 fires, a structural fire at the Southern Inn Hotel on Hillsborough Boulevard, a mutual aid vehicle fire at the mile marker 118 with Hillsborough Volunteer Fire Department, and an ambulance fire in front of Manchester Healthcare. Our fire marshal conducted 22 inspections during the month. He conducted a fire investigation at the Southern Inn. He conducted inspections at the Whispering Pines Shopping Center, Legacy Healthcare, the Mayan House, Mercantile, Top 10. Did firework stand inspections for the state, and then continued up on construction inspections at the Fairfield Inn, New Speedway, Seven Brew, the new steak restaurant on the square, and then continued to follow up on alarm system problems at various hotels and other commercial businesses. We installed 8 car seats for citizens during the month. Crews checked on 2 smoke alarms in 2 different homes during the month. We had 5 assisted EMS 5 times during the month. Of course, the structural fire at the Southern Inn, it was caused by a contractor they had gonna reseal the parking lot. So they went around one of their columns with one of those blowtorch things that you use to burn weeds, and they got up underneath it and went up the column and into the roof. Like I said, again, mutual aid car fire at mile marker 118 on I-24. Rutherford County ambulance caught on fire in front of one of their, I think it was a Mercedes ambulance, caught on fire in front of the Manchester Healthcare. Our 2007 Trailblazer we sold it on Gov Deals, thanks to Assistant Chief Floyd for that work. We sealed the parking lots in front of Fire Station 1 and 2. Personnel went to Brindley Mountain in July to look at a used fire apparatus. And then Mr. Hollingsworth, Mr. Parsley, and Mr. Price went back down a couple days later, and they picked a 2010 Pierce Velocity custom engine that was pending approval in July on the BOMA meeting in August, which was approved, and we picked it up last Friday. So we picked it up last Friday, brought it home, and Mr. Price got a radio installed in it today, fixed some lights on it this weekend, did some other things, just compartments, and we're continuing to work on it to get it in service as fast as possible. We assisted South Central Human Resources with a commodities drive in July, did about 150 people. And at the very end of the month, we received a brand-new Dodge, 2023 Dodge Ram, 1500, not 1550, replacement vehicle for the fire marshal. We got it marked and put it in service, and he's driving it now. And then our goal is to,
So both of them's in service now?
the fire marshal's vehicle is, the engine is not. We're still working on the engine to get it in service.
So it's a 2023?
Yes, well, it was, looking at the title says it was manufactured 11/23, which in my opinion would make it a 24, but it's a 2023. Yes, sir. Project updates, the mobile repeater update. Captain Chambers is talking with Sheriff Parton. They're true. He's working on putting a repeater at the comm center in the middle of the county. So with that repeater up, that may or may not enhance our communications ability. We won't know that till the repeater comes up, and then we test it and see how it works, because then we're not going all the way to, was it Hippie Hill? Which is,
Hippie Hill, that's in Brady.
it's in Pelham, I think, in that area. So you won't be going all the way to that repeater. You'd have a repeater right here in the middle of the county, so that should help. So we'll see. New vehicle for the fire marshal, like I said, it's been lighted. It's been,
Is it red?
yes, sir, it is.
It's red?
It's red.
Good deal, man.
We lit it, marked it, and, like I said, we're gonna work with Assistant Chief Floyd to put the 2005 Chevrolet on Gov Deals and sell it also. Still working with the contractor on new air packs. The replacement fire engine, the dealer will be here next Tuesday. So we're gonna get him and some operations personnel, sit them down, look at the specifications, see what everybody wants to have or doesn't wanna have on the truck, go through that process and finalize that as far as that new truck, and then they'll come back with a price and we'll go from there. Like I said, this year we had money in our budget to buy 2 new pickups. One of them was delivered today, a 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 model. 2500 model, excuse me, was delivered today, and they're gonna go tomorrow and pick up the other Dodge.
Are they red too?
The Dodge is red, the Chevrolet is white.
Now.
But we're gonna make it red, partially. I'll make 3/4 of it red. That's all I got to report for the month.
Is there anything at all that you need as far as equipment
For what?
for anything?
Well, I always need equipment. We're working on some things. Captain Chambers is working on some grants that we could probably use for getting some new, getting a new compressor, maybe a new, another set of extrication tools.
Okay, while we're speaking of equipment,
Yes, sir.
maybe Chief, I can ask you, why have you not had this fireman fitted for his turnout gear?
What fireman?
The fireman that we received the report on that was burnt.
We just hadn't got him fitted yet. We got him and 2 or 3 other guys to get fitted.
George, that's the wrong answer.
Okay. all right.
That's the wrong answer.
All right.
Okay. The safety,
Can I see the report?
I will tell you, there are things in this
Well,
report that I
well,
find
So,
highly concerning,
Okay, all right.
Highly
I haven't seen it.
concerned.
I haven't seen that.
okay?
All right.
It's our understanding that it's been provided to you.
No, sir, it hasn't.
Okay, well, we will make sure it does.
Sure it hasn't.
But I will tell you, first of all, the safety of the men who work for you.
Oh, yes, sir. Number one
Yes.
priority.
This
Yes,
makes
sir.
me question
Yes,
that.
sir. Okay.
And
All
if
right.
I question it, you know, they sure as hell do.
Yes, sir. Okay.
So that is non-negotiable.
Okay, it's very
Okay?
true.
Now, I want to give you an opportunity to respond, so I don't expect you to say anything without going through the report.
Okay, all right.
But I will tell you, you're going to see a hard ass from this side of the table.
All right, okay.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
okay,
I got nothing.
at this point right here, do you want to continue with this, Thomas, or just?
No, let's give Chief Chambers a chance to go through it but now, I'm
See-
serious, I would come
Yes,
back
sir.
with some good answers.
Yes, sir. Will do. Most definitely.
And I'm sure that'll be provided, the report will be provided with you tomorrow.
Okay,
You know, I'll see that it does.
all right.
All righty.
Anything else?
Other than that right there, you know, because this is gonna make it pretty quick, because we're not gonna discuss none of that right now. So, thank you, Chief.
All right, thanks, sir.
Bill?
Thanks, Dave.
He looks like he's in good shape.
I overdid it.
Donnie, you ready?
Yeah, go ahead, Bill. You can get started.
Okay, good evening. So MPD responded to 1,972 calls for the month of July, and we've been averaging for about the past 4 months about 1,800 calls a month. We're beginning, like I say, our budget period. Our highlights, Officer Zach Smotherman and Hunter Thompson are currently in their 5th week of training at the Tennessee Law Enforcement Training Academy. And each week, we get a checkup on them to make sure they're doing well, and so far, they're doing a great job there. August 1st, MPD conducted a traffic saturation in accordance with the Tennessee Highway Safety Office policy guidelines for the purposes of increasing the roadway safety and reducing traffic crashes.
Chief, what's a traffic saturation?
That's where we have officers that come in on overtime, they voluntary basis, and they'll come in and they'll look for traffic violations, writing citations, or any kind of infractions that would help to increase the safety of our traffic.
Just kind of like a full court press.
Exit, right.
It kind of follows the state. You've seen the promotions, click it or ticket, lose it, campaigns. It's kind of a statewide combined effort to target particular days and times where the risks are higher.
So employees and recent personnel changes and openings, we filled 2 positions that we had vacancies. And we did that by hiring Officer Dwight Stevens, who was a former Franklin County deputy with approximately 2 years of experience, and Officer Joshua Blake is a former Knoxville police officer, and he had right around 1 year of experience. He comes to us out of Lenore City. His parents reside in Morrison, and so I'm sure he'll be looking to move into this area once he gets acclimated here. Dwight Stevens started with us today, and Joshua will start Wednesday. Captain Keith Hendricks is currently on medical leave and is doing well. His expected return is going to be somewhere in November. As far as training, I attended the Tennessee Association of Chiefs of Police Chief Executive Leadership Development Program. Chief Investigator Brian Eldridge and Trey Adcock completed the University of Tennessee Law Enforcement Innovation Center's First Line Leadership and Supervision School. Officer Bailey Johnson, Michael Perez, Brad Turner, Allison Stottlemyre, and Alexander Wigley attended and successfully completed the Advanced Roadside and Impaired Driving Enforcement School.
I really am impressed by the amount of training you guys' team does. Like there's always half a dozen people in training every month, so good job. Thank you.
Appreciate that. And we do set a priority there. Anytime we can help reduce risk and liability for the city, that's a good way to do it. As far as our projects, the emergency equipment installation is being completed on all of our previously received Durangos, and those units have been placed in service. The 4 remaining Durangos, I understand today, are currently in transit to the dealership with a potential departmental delivery in September. And those will be fully equipped, ready to go, road ready.
Are we gonna sell some old ones?
We are, as of course, with our new officers, we have, I think, the Ford Crown Vics, we're utilizing them for school. We do have a couple of Tauruses that we're looking at potentially selling. Also a Charger, I believe. Some of those we do use as parts cars, that when we damage one, we can pull parts off of them and put them on another one.
We could plan to get rid of what we're gonna get rid of when those come in, but between now and then,
Changes.
who knows what could, with vehicles, you just don't, till they come in, you hate to.
I understand, yeah.
With our new weapons, our armor personnel have completed the inventory and inspections on them. The training is currently underway. We have a formal contract with the Tennessee Department of Corrections. It's been reviewed by Attorney Johnson. It has been submitted to the state for authorization to utilize the firearms training range in Tullahoma. We have currently been doing that all along. However, with the new administrations and things, they're requiring a little bit more accountability on our part. So we've got that in progress.
Is that the one on, going toward Winchester?
It is, one on the right.
Yeah.
Yes,
Old
sir.
girls' school or girls?
Yep. Yeah, they got a really nice facility there, training rooms and also mock simulators set up for various situations an officer could be involved in. We're also utilizing Templar Shooting Sports Facility in Tullahoma for some initial firearms training on our new weapons. However, time is limited to specific hours for multi-personnel use, so that limits us.
What do you guys think of the new weapons?
Great.
Positive, yeah, results, yeah. In fact, Adam was involved in assisting with some of the training actually this morning, so.
It's a good game changer for police officers.
On our mobile data implementation and technology, of course, we received approval from the Board of Mayor and Aldermen on a resolution to purchase our MDTs. That includes associated hardware and mounts, as well as software for our patrol units. These MDTs are expected to enhance departmental efficiency through field reporting, increase police visibility, provide officers with timely access to critical information, and improve response times on call services. And you know, that you can do that when you're out in the car doing your report. You're not having to come all the way to here to headquarters. You could be on the south end, respond to a call where you would otherwise be here trying to get a report done at the end of the shift. So I think these will greatly benefit our department and our citizens here in Manchester. We're also enhancing our current records management software by integrating an analytics program to help track crime trends and provide comprehensive statistical data as well. And these will help during our annual reports, make it a lot easier to acquire that data. As far as complaints, none internal. Our external, Oak Drive, we've had some speeding and weight limit complaints on Oak Drive.
You know, they want a stop sign. That would make them extremely happy. Of course, I know you can't put up a stop sign. It's got to come
Where
from
at, Mark?
on Oak Drive.
Yeah, well, okay.
About where the old one used to be. I don't remember the name of
The
the
one that
road,
we put up,
street.
we had to take
About
down.
halfway. That's what it meant, yeah. But it's got to come through street committee to put up a stop sign, I think.
Yeah, we kind of talked about that a little bit. Of course, we have our mobile radar sign in the area as well to help maybe slow
I've
traffic.
been bitching about that.
Man, that's just a cut through right there, isn't it?
It is. It's a handy cut through. And to have a stop sign in it, it just kind of defeats the purpose of having it there, really, but, you know,
Man, it's busy through there, I know that.
I know it is. I don't know what you do. I mean, what's your thoughts on that, Chief?
Well, we've increased our patrol in the area. We're running radar, and we've issued several citations. Seems to be a real issue during school traffic times in the mornings and the afternoons. And just coming through the area, local folks knowing that that's a cut through to get to the south end, they're going to utilize it. Where if you did put up stop signs, they may think, well, I don't want to go through there and having to stop, so I'm just going to go on down 55, turn right. And I've got one traffic light or two traffic lights to deal with. So, and then again, I'm sure the people in the neighborhood would certainly appreciate that.
There is no good solution right there, is there?
No, it's just, it's like a bypass, you know, that's where you go.
That's what it is, really. I mean, basically, yeah.
And it's relatively long and straight.
Yeah.
and,
Yeah. So, you know, we can do our best to enforce the speed limits through there and try to
So-
get people to slow down that
I
way.
know this is probably a question for another committee, but have you ever dealt with road bumps, speed bumps?
Yeah, I think there, you know, of course, I know that's a city road, and we would certainly probably have to reduce the speed limit through there in order to put those bumps in place. And I'm not sure they can just be put anywhere. I'm sure there's some state
I don't know.
regulations and things, but I think we've talked to George about that a little bit, because we had anticipated possibly doing that on Summer Street behind First Baptist
Yeah.
area, to get folks to slow down through there, especially during the walkways where they're walking from the parking lot into the church and back. But that's something we can sure entertain, question, and I can bring that information back to you next meeting.
We probably need to look at that, maybe.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think will be an interesting thing to learn some things about, because honestly, I was sitting here thinking, what about speed bumps? But I also think they come with a different set of problems.
Probably do, yeah. Donnie, you okay if we ask them to kind of look into that?
Absolutely, go ahead and look into it. But because I can sit there and think back at certain times when you're coming through there, like at 3:30, I mean, that traffic is already backed up halfway down that street.
Yeah.
If you put in a stop sign there, is that gonna help or hurt? I mean, I don't know.
I'm not a big opponent. I'm not a big proponent of the stop sign. I don't know.
It's gonna be interesting. I mean, we've done it before and it didn't work.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, speed seems to be the problem,
Right.
you know? So slowing them down would be the solution, and if we could put some speed bumps in there, maybe.
But we don't have that many accidents through there, do we, Bill? It's just.
No,
it's
very-
just that
very
people can't
few.
get in and out of their driveways, I guess, back in.
That's it, that's a big thing right there. Of course, they want to get in and out of their driveways the same time that school.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And if we had some buses, we wouldn't have so much traffic.
Yeah, and that is a chief complaint, where there's no traffic gaps for people to pull out of their
Yeah.
driveways. So you know, as a proponent to the stop sign, that would produce a traffic gap where people have to stop and then proceed forward, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's an answer to it or not, but we'll look.
So another item we had as complaint is the neighbors in Woodland Drive area have expressed concerns about the overall condition of a residence there with the property and related dog complaints, and citing a lot of vehicle traffic in and out of the particular residence day and night. So we've worked in coordination with other city departments. We've had a recent meeting where we worked collaboratively to address these issues. The police department is conducting targeted patrols to monitor vehicular activity in the area and initiating traffic stops and, of course, looking for probable cause. And then we'll certainly take appropriate action if we see crime afoot as well. So-
That property looks quite a bit different right now than it did a couple
Saw
of
a
weeks
lot of
ago.
cleanup, I sure did.
So, that's good.
We look at grants for the department. We've completed and submitted an application for the 25-26 Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security SRO grant. And this has always been a great help for us. It provides $225,000 to help fund our SRO program, which includes salaries, benefits, training, and equipment. And so we're waiting to hear from that, but we feel that this will be a success again this year. Department needs implementation of departmental projects upon receipt of the equipment, that being our technology area right now. We'd eventually like to look into securing rifles for all of our patrol units. We do have several at current time, but it's not fully staffed for the guys. But,
Is there anything that you need that would affect the safety of any of your people? I mean, is there something that you need today that would affect any of their safety?
not that I can think of, I know the rifles would enhance their safety.
Right.
Also, the updated taser equipment, some of our tasers are coming up on warranty areas, and we would like to eventually replace them, and those are very, very expensive.
Don't you have some room in your budget? When we took the cars out of another area, and then we took the computers from the 140-something thousand, they were what, 60, 80,000?
Mhm.
So you should have $56,000 still left
We do,
to work with on that.
yes, we sure do.
Okay.
And we'll certainly be looking into that as we move forward. We're all hopefully anticipating maybe the VCIF grant again this year. If that's a possibility, then that'll certainly go a long ways and help us procure that equipment.
Yeah. One thing that came to my mind, any kind of special lighting for traffic stops at night, you know, to help the officer be more visible, anything like that.
Okay.
That kind of stuff's real important to me, you can probably tell.
I don't know if you've noticed, we do use the little star lights that go on your shoulders and stuff. Those are really bright at night and can be seen from, you know, half a mile or so away, and we encourage our officers to use those.
I don't get pulled over at night, so.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe as you're going by, you might see that. But,
Can't say that.
and last but certainly not least, I want to just say that we're pleased that see the board, mayor, and alderman moving forward in advancement of the proposed longevity initiatives. Officers certainly deeply appreciate the effort y'all have made in that area and your leadership. And the initiative certainly represents a meaningful investment in the men and women in our department and in our city. And we certainly are grateful for your leadership in that area and for your movement forward.
This is the men and women that make up the departments, not only yours, but everybody else's in this city. They are what makes this city what it is. And we're proud that they're here, and we're proud of the job they do.
City can't be a good place to live if it's not a good place to work. It just can't be, so.
You know, Thomas, I like the question you asked, Bill, right there. Is there any kind of safety right now that we can provide? Because that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Right there is exactly what it's all about.
Yeah, we've done very well. Of course, our guys are all vested up. It's a requirement in their work. Help protect them. We want to make sure they come in and get home safely to their families. And
You know
that's
what,
very
Bill, we're
important.
gonna go at least 6 months this time without y'all having to replace somebody, I hope.
I hope so. Yeah, I sure do. Y'all been very gracious to us, and we certainly appreciate that.
Well, do you have anything else, Bill? Adam?
No, sir.
That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Sure thing.
All righty. New business, you got anything more?
No, sir.
No, sir, I'm good.
Well, I did, but I feel like maybe right now is the best time to do is just hold off on it, and let it play. Let it play. The mayor's not here. HR's not here. So we'll leave that right there to tomorrow. Any old business?
That's not more.
No.
Well, all we need is an adjournment.
I move we adjourn.
I'll second.
All right.
All right.
Cut everything off, Mark? Or do you know how? Anybody in here know how to cut it off? Roger?
We'll
You
press,
got it?
we'll press buttons till it goes off.
Yeah, I think it's just one button you gotta push. You just gotta make sure it's the right one.
Should be stopped.
Stop us, be a clue, wouldn't it?
I think it says when that